Alright guys, so my last video was just a fun, lighthearted jab at the men's lifestyle community during this coronavirus outbreak. I was actually pretty nervous to upload that. I figured most of you guys would get that the whole thing was a joke, which you did, but I was still a little bit concerned. I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, it's one of my favorites that I've made in a while, and I'll have that linked right up here. But today I want to actually give a little bit of serious advice while we're all dealing with these unprecedented circumstances. With the lockdown affecting millions all around the world, it's safe to say that our daily routines have changed drastically because, well, we're not allowed to go outside. And I know that some of you secretly like that. I know that some of you are like, I can't go outside? Good with me. I see you. The fact that we're all going through a lockdown right now, social distancing, etc., it can be really easy to turn up the slob knob. That's the knob that you turn up when you go into full-on slob mode. Having a slobby day every now and again is fine. It's a great way to kind of just refresh from a busy schedule. But since a lot of us are going to be inside for the foreseeable future, especially here in LA, the mayor announced that we're most likely going to be on lockdown for at least 2 months, maybe even longer. I want to encourage you guys not to let your slobby day turn into a habit. Habits are easily formed by repeating the same thing over and over. If your slobby day turns into a slobby week, you're just like, well, I'm not seeing anyone anyways. Like, I don't have anywhere to be, so it doesn't matter. And you're not thinking about the long-term consequences. Because guess what? It is way easier to form habits that don't take any effort compared to habits that you have to work towards. So dialing up that slob knob, that's an easy habit to fall into because it doesn't require any effort at all. So instead of using this time indoors to exercise our laziness, which again is fine every now and again, let's use this time quarantined to form stronger, good habits. Exercise is for sure one of the first things to take a major hit. All of the gyms around us are closed. I haven't been to my gym now for probably 2 weeks, or maybe even, I've lost track of time at this point. Some people are fortunate to have an indoor gym. I do not, and I'm gonna assume that most of you guys watching don't have one either. So I've got 3 main ways that I've been getting my workouts in, and I think that this will be great for a lot of you guys who, because like me, like working out is something that requires some effort. It's not like I naturally just love going to work out. So these 3 things have worked well for me, and I'm gonna share them with you. The first is with a workout app called Shred that I've been using for about 3 months now. So even before this quarantine period, this has been like my go-to gym app. The cool thing about Shred is that you can select your specific scenario. For example, if you have access to a gym, then you can do gym workouts. If you only have dumbbells, then you can do dumbbell workouts. Or if you're like me at this time and you don't have any of that, then you can choose body weight workouts, which I promise you, will still have you feeling it the next day. I've been loving this app. It's super intuitive and has actually replaced the need for PT for me. And they also offer a free trial period. So I highly suggest checking out Shred. This is not a sponsor, I'm just a fan. What I've also been doing is IG live workouts, Instagram live workouts. There are so many of them right now. I've been doing these with my wife quite a bit lately. There are so many trainers and even companies like Barry's Boot Camp, which normally you pay for, if you're going to their actual class, but all of these guys are giving out workout classes every day completely free. Sometimes it's easy just to not feel motivated to do a good workout when you're just by yourself. So having someone that's there telling you what you need to do is a great way to make sure that you're pushing yourself during a home workout. I'm one of those guys. I love following a schedule, whether it's the Shred app, whether it's these IG lives. I like someone telling me what to do. I find that I get better workouts by following someone else's instructions than just kind of like doing my own thing. So definitely check those out. There's lives happening daily. Great way to fit in a workout while also feeling like you're having some social interaction. And finally, for those of you who watch my nighttime, updated nighttime routine, if you haven't seen it, I got it here. You may have seen this already, but I have the Oculus Quest and a game called Thrill of the Fight, which is a boxing game that gives you an intense cardio workout. I know it sounds kind of funny because it's just a game, but you will be in absolute bits going through the rounds for like 30 to 40 minutes. If you happen to have a VR headset, this game will make you fit. No joke. From there, let's touch on hair because I know a lot of us aren't able to get haircuts right now. Barbers and salons are closed. This goes for myself as well. I am overdue for a haircut. I'm just kind of working with what I've got. Instead of just leaving it alone, I've seen so many people saying that they're not styling their hair during this quarantine while they're just inside. They're just leaving their hair alone. But instead of that, use this time to experiment. I posted the 6-month hair growth challenge a little while back, but this is the perfect time for more people to participate since you kind of have to now. It's easy to just say, whatever, I'm not gonna touch my hair, but even though this is something small, this can add to the habit of taking care of yourself less. Use this time to mess with your hair, maybe try something a little different that you normally wouldn't wouldn't because you're not sure how it would look like in real life, but guess what? When you're at home, it doesn't matter. Experiment. And a little reminder, we have launched the volume and thickening system that includes the Ascend Volume Cream and Monarch Matte Paste, along with a free BluMaan toiletry bag while supplies last. We are getting limited, so if you want more volume, if you want thicker hair, I've got that linked down below. Also, a tip I like giving to keep your hair looking fresh while your hair is growing out is to grab a razor, trim up your sideburns just a little to straighten them out, then run the razor from the bottom of your ear upwards around your ear. Make sure you don't go the other way because you'll accidentally trim more than you meant to. I have done this before, so make sure you always start at the bottom and go around. Just a really easy way to manage your hair during this time when you can't actually get a real haircut. It does make a huge difference. It makes your hair almost look like you've been to the barbershop. From there, something that I want to touch on that ties into the styling your hair is just trying to make sure that you are getting ready for the day as if you're actually going to leave the house. It's these type of habits, just doing your hair, continuing with your skincare routine, or exploring and learning more about your skincare routine, putting on real clothes that you would actually leave the house with. It's these kind of things that can spark motivation subconsciously. It's basically you telling your body that you're ready to get things done. And if you just kind of ignore all of the social elements that would normally make you put yourself together, that's gonna be very demotivating. You gotta stay strong during this time. We've already seen the mental health impacts that this quarantine has had on people, and it's only been, it varies from place to place. In LA, it's been about a week and a half. And the most important thing that you can do is keep up with the habits that you would normally do as if this pandemic was not a thing. Except for leaving your house, of course. Take some time to still go outside, even if it's just your balcony, just to soak up some sun, preferably somewhere just near your house, somewhere, not out in public, but there's still places that you can just go outside. It's gonna be healthy for you. Just don't become a hermit. It's so easy at this time just to forget that the outdoors even exist. I know I'm quite a home person anyways, so it's really important to remember to just step outside, get some fresh air. It's good for you. Stay safe, guys. Stay motivated throughout this time. Make sure that you keep taking care of yourself. Keep styling your hair, and bonus points if you're using BluMaan products. Like I said, the volume and thickening system, we got that down below. But even if you don't need help with volume or thickening, we got products to cover every scenario that you could possibly be in. So I got all of that down below. Thank you guys for watching. Leave some suggestions if there's any other kind of quarantine content that you want to see during this time period, because who knows, we might be here for the long haul. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see everybody next time.